Mgtow or Ibmor? Which one are you, Mr. Limba? That was one of the questions from last week, so I'm going to answer it today. Welcome to the MLC. It stands for the Mr. Limba channel. This is your host and your brother, Mr. Limba. Now, last week is when I got the abundance of questions in my email for once, so I was pretty excited about it. And I decided to answer most of them. Some of them are still coming. I'll release them here and there. The answers to those questions. Now, this question has been asked before, and I've seen people answer it in a very similar manner across YouTube. Are you Ibmor or are you Mgtow? I first want to say I have a lot of respect for both philosophies, and I don't believe there's a lot of difference between them. I believe the difference is more racial, if anything else. And I don't believe it is racial just because I believe there's a special group that was pushed out in a way. Now, by that group, I mean blacks or those considered to be Afro descent. Not because I believe Mgtow philosophy pushed them out, because if I did, I would not have respect for Mgtow. I don't believe all Mgtow content creators or followers hold any type of bigot ideologies. If I did, I would not have any respect for Mgtow. I do believe and have seen and witnessed some, I would even say a minority, but certain of them are popular, Mgtow YouTubers that have said things that are racist. I do not believe in silencing anyone. I do not believe in flagging anyone's videos. I believe people should have the right to speak their thoughts, even though I may disagree with them. So what I choose to do and what I strongly encourage other people to do is that if you disagree, remove yourself from the equation. I simply do not watch. Now, I do watch many Mgtow contents because some of them are very good. Many of them actually are very good. And many of them have different layers. So it's very interesting sometimes to listen to some of the stuff that they speak on and about. However, Ibmor to me is more inclusive. Ibmor carries the red pill content. Ibmor does not kick anyone of any race out of their chats and comment sections. They do not speak negatively about any race or ethnic group in their videos. Now, black people tend to have complaints based off their oppressions in society. So a race may get some harsh criticism in an Ibmor video regarding social issues, not so much relationship. So it is not so much a hate on that race. It's more so criticizing those who are members of that race who are in positions of power to dish out certain oppression and suppression towards black people. I hope I articulated that as clearly as possible. But overall, I do believe Ibmor is more inclusive, and I do like that. Now, some small but significant philosophical differences. I do see some Mgtow individuals and certain layers of Mgtow, which I believe is really most of Mgtow, that promotes themselves as the true feminist. They promote themselves as those who really seek true equality for women, treating them just like men or treating men just as they are treated in today's society. They are looking for 100% legal equality. While that idea is entertaining, I must decline. Now, this could be my more faith-based background of Israelite. However, I believe Ibmor is a bit more spiritual in this sense, where we believe that it is the man's God-given place to lead a woman. That a man is the sole leader of a relationship between himself and a woman. I do not believe in 50-50. I believe in 100-0 when it comes to leadership. A man is the full leader of his relationship and household. His wife, woman, girlfriend, however you want to label her, is there to help him. She may provide knowledge, she may provide ideas, suggestions, and sometimes they may be excellent and brilliant, but it is still his duty to take her ideas and summon them into the courts and council of logic. He is to examine them there and make sure that they are logical and practical, not just emotional and unguided. And he's supposed to take them if he finds them and deems them valuable and lead them, not let her lead them, but lead them successfully into bringing forth fruits. That is the job of a man. A man is 100% leader, okay, within his element. All right. Now, of course, he's not leading childbirth. He's not leading taking care of children and nurturing. That is a woman's element. He will still be there as a guide, but she will be the master nurturer. That is her role. Okay. Now, that's some of the, I believe, philosophical differences. I do have a lot of respect for some of the pioneers of Ibmor. Now, before I go there, I must say, because of Mgtow, I discovered Ibmor. I did not know what Ibmor was until I started following Mgtow, but it is Mgtow that gave me these references to brothers who transferred over to Ibmor who had both of those tags on their pages. And I said, what is Ibmor? And there's a few other ones out there that I'm not talking about, but while looking into it, I looked it up and I found out what Ibmor was. I found it to be very interesting and I looked deeper into it. When I discovered Mgtow, it was very strange. I was looking into women's nature and there was a person in the comment section, a white brother who was trying to chat with me and telling me, you know, based off my comments, we don't need these women, leave them alone, all we need is each other, let's stick together, man. But he was relentless. Like, you know, he would come back with a response to everything. And even if I didn't reply, he would reply to his own reply like 3 or 4 times. All we need is each other, stick with each other, we don't need them, you know, and so forth. And at first it kind of creeped me out because I did not know of Mgtow's philosophy. So when another man is telling a man who's having certain issues with women's behavior to forget about women and stick together, and that man is relentless about it, it seems a bit weird and kind of homosexual. Like, I didn't know about Mgtow's philosophy and men's going their own way. So I had to look it up. And when I found out that the acronym stood for men going their own way, and I read up on it, I understood that did not mean homosexuality. It just meant men doing what they need to do, not seeking the validation of women in the gynocracy or this feminist society, however you want to label it. And I said, that's a great idea. Thank you for presenting it. And, you know, now I understood why he was so relentless in sharing his idea. And I thank that brother for that. And I thank Mgtow for their movement. And through them, I found Ibmor. So I would have to say that's how I found Ibmor. Now, regarding the pioneers of Ibmor, in my opinion, since I don't really know who started Ibmor, but I would say such brothers, 2 off the top of my head. The brother Black Ram and his channel Black Ram 313. He also has another channel. And the brother BGS Ibmor, which I believe is in origin, you know, Mgtow and his Red Pill origin. Also Jada Black. But most BGS Ibmor and Black Ram 313. I have a lot of respect for those brothers. I love the wisdom of the brother BGS Ibmor. Extremely talented, a powerful voice, clearly articulated, a gift to envy. The brother Black Ram, walk in wisdom. If you guys do not know of these guys, I suggest you check out their channels and subscribe. They drop, unparalleled knowledge. Now, in the MGTOW, there's a few brothers that, I do like their contents. Some brothers such as Clothing Shadows. I'm not sure if this brother is MGTOW, but Armchair Revolutionaire. Nigel, the intellectual douchebag. And that's one more brother, the Negro Ninja. Yes, the Negro Ninja. Some of these brothers have a lot of respect for their content. Like I said, men don't always have to agree with each other on everything, but we can definitely agree with each other on some things and agree to disagree and still respect each other. I'm all about respect, so I would say I'm more Ibmor, but I usually don't label myself. If you read my about page, I tell people straight up, going beyond MGTOW and Ibmor, just going brotherhood. We need the fraternity. We need the brotherhood. We need to stick with each other in knowledge. Okay? We need to stick with each other in teaching each other. I'm not saying stay away from women. I don't teach extremes. I'm not saying go ahead and marry women. I don't teach extremes. I teach balanced red pill content, and it is your choice to pick what you want to do with what I teach. Eat the meat, spit out the bones. If you find no bones, I am more than happy and I am humbled that we can be at 100% agreement. If I have one major philosophy that probably differs from both, I would say, MGTOW and Ibmor, maybe that's my only extreme, it is if these women refuse to cooperate with our way of leadership and doing things in relationships as men, we are to not get them pregnant. We are taking away motherhood. We are not to marry them. We are taking away their dreams of becoming wives. Now, am I saying do not have offsprings? Am I saying do not get married and have a wife? I'm not saying that. I am saying if it is necessary for you to take vacation, start a website, whatever you need to do, leave the country, get your passports, do whatever you need to do. Even if you come across another horrible woman, we will make a statement for those who are here, for those who are with us in these societies of the Western world that refuse to behave as decent human beings. We will not give them children. We will not give them a husband. We will make that our philosophy. I won't say don't have sex with them because I am being realistic. I know you brothers will. Nobody's traveling overseas just to have sex. Even the most righteous spiritual brothers once in a while will have sex with them. So I'm not going to go to that extreme. But I'm going to say take away the power of becoming a wife away from them if they refuse to behave accordingly. And most importantly, women need company. Women need attention. And when they can't find it from a man, they cling to their children. We're also taking away motherhood. And if you already have kids with one of them or a few of them, you're just not going to continue doing that if you wish to have more children. You're still part of this too. Just because you already did it does not mean you are excluded. That is my red pill philosophy. If you really want to dive deep into my red pill knowledge. Okay. If you already been married, let's say you're paying alimony, let that be your last. Because you're not going to marry one in this philosophy, in this society anymore. And she will never be married anymore, as many other brothers are listening to me and sharing this very important philosophy. Do not impregnate them. Do not marry them. It's that simple. We're taking away their power. The government gives them the power of man's law. I'm giving you the power of nature's law. Women crave attention. They crave children. We will take away both. They crave weddings and rings and being proposed to. All of that is attention. Attention, attention. Well, men, we will take that away as long as they choose to behave in such disgusting manner. This is a channel for men. Yes, I am probably more Ibmor than Mgtow. I am red pill in general, but most importantly, I'm part of this brotherhood in the MLC. So to all my brothers who listen, much love. That guy from the 6, shout out to you, my brother. Much respect. Until next time, I'm out.